What if your whole life could be turned into a movie? I am going to show you how I'm doing it.
Where you are right now is it, and maybe all that's missing is that you don't realise it.
Oh, it's chaos.
Literally gives me goosebumps when I talk about this stuff because I just know how magic this is. I don't think this is by accident. Ooh, yeah, I like it.
This is the real-time diaries of Amber Skates.
Hey everybody! Welcome back to the real-time diaries of Amber Skates! That's right, guess what? I'm Hannah Montana now! What is she? A Bratz doll? This hair's obviously real. Oh, look at that hairline. Oh my God. Totally real. This is definitely real hair and I'm not pulling down a wig. Real-time Diaries is getting a facelift. I don't know. I honestly just felt like a change in scene and then I went, well, why don't we just go all out and do a full production? So here is my first little dance number. Yeah, that's right. I did 4 years of musical theatre training for that. All right, I'm putting this hat back on because I felt cooler back then. There's so many freaking unknown hairs on my face right now. All right, so what is happening today? If you are new here, then we are doing something very special. We are evaluating my life over the past week. We got vlogs, we've got diary entries, we've got voice memos, probably some random little songs. I don't know. What, you think I just lived that week or something? Gah. Also, can I mention that it is stinking hot in here? Like I am sweating it up. Let's all pray for me. Guess what we have here? The diary. We've got a new diary this week. In a very timely way, this diary ended just as we were starting April. And so, in only the way the universe does, each quarter of the year is now going to get a diary. So, I don't care where I am at the start of July, I better have finished this diary. Okay, this hat is like not wanting to stay on. Maybe we should go this way. I'm so cool, guys. I'm just going to take this hat off because this hat does not want to work with me. Now, for those of you who are listening to the podcast and are wondering what the hell is going on, I've set myself up in my parents' home because I'm currently here, as you know, for doing a show. It's a pretty big room, so I've been able to kind of set it up like a big set, and I've got these 2 huge paintings behind me. I've got this one of little bumblebees that my mum painted. I've got this other one of my big fat head. It's not technically me. I just painted this when I was like 16 or 17, but I obviously modeled off of my face and now it's kind of just become my big head, and which is really, really representative of my big head. I'm standing here and I'm dressed head to toe. I've got my black and hot pink wig on, got a cute little pink and orange little crop top. I got my funky white cargo pants I bought yesterday, and then I got my hot girl heels on. So, it's a combination in your head. I'm sure it probably looks better than this, but no, I look hot. Anyway, sure. Keep saying that. Let's start reading this diary, shall we? This is Monday, the 25th at 12:29 p.m. I'm sitting here with Kyle right now producing It's Already Here. And fuck guys, this is the shit. It's the best $250 I've spent on a flight to go and create with my homie. Producing music is another kind of satisfaction. We're in a pocket of goodness right now. Kyle just opened his new MIDI keyboard and we're just popping and locking and polka dotting all over the place. Girl knew I was gonna read this. This is so heavy. I need like a music stand. Am I gonna really read it like this? I'll be back. Oh my God, I locked myself in here. Huh? Why did I do this? Did it? Oh, this is so much better. Come on, that is so good. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Where am I? Oh, yes. And then I wrote 5 senses I could see, hear, touch, smell, and taste. I'm not going to put my mouth on it. Don't. I'm too impulsive for that. Oh my God. Don't think about it. This little exercise is a really good one for getting present. I love it because it's so simple and anyone can do it. Oh, I could see a delicate necklace on Kyle's neck, Kyle's hands on the keyboard. He said warm leaves through the window. And then I could hear crunchy notes, kids laughing in the background. He lives right next to a school. a tapping foot. I could touch my soft pages of my journal, cables beneath my feet. I could smell cologne and Ajax spray and wipe because I just cleaned his guitar. And then I could taste some matcha because this girl drinks a matcha every day. I'm still cool, okay? I feel like I can't be sweet Amber whilst I look like this, but do you know what? I'm going to allow all of my versions of me to exist right now. Insert video montage producing with Kyle. This is an epic montage, okay? I don't even know what I'm going to do with all that footage, but hopefully I'll collect it into something really beautiful. Da-ding! Hey guys, guess where I am? I'm in fucking Sydney, baby. She's in Sydney for just over 24 hours and it's bloody brilliant already. I am currently getting ready for what is going to be a big day of producing with Kyle Charles Hall. That's right, this is his home and I'm in it. And I just slept here last night and he arrived this morning and I was like, welcome to my home, bitch. But we're gonna have a great day. We're gonna be producing, we're just gonna be playing. I was like, we need to get together, we need to hyper focus on this mission. And so it's gonna be a great day. It's like 9:30 in the morning, I think. My voice is pretty tired after the whole weekend. I only had like 4 hours sleep on Saturday night. Yesterday I went to bed at like 12:30. It's a miracle. I know, right? You guys are like, whoa, Amber, congrats. I don't know if I'm gonna get much sleep. But we'll see what this day becomes. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Anyway, you're getting the good qual right now. Dude, muscles are on. Fuck yeah, man. This is gonna really be good for you. This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be... Oh, this is episode...
And she was like, well, you're gonna use it? I was like, bro, I'm gonna use it
every day.
Every fucking day.
Of my life. Kyle's opening his new keyboard, everybody. It's so exciting. This is his baby.
Like Christmas.
What are you gonna call her?
I'm gonna call her Kiyi.
Kiyi.
Yeah.
It's a really clever name.
I know.
You're so original. It's my original guy, Kyle.
What?
Wasn't that cute and wholesome? I've got to say, producing music is one of my favorite things to do in life. Like, it is such an amazing, fulfilling thing to be able to create with someone, especially with someone that you love. Like, collaborating is just like nothing else. Now, I realized when I was changing journals, it meant I hadn't had this next one prepared. And so I missed a crucial detail. That the night before I did a producing session with Kyle, I actually flew in from Melbourne. And straight from that flight, I went over to one of my darling friends, Anna's house. Now, she lives in this really cool apartment in Sydney. It was just like so funky. It was such an amazing conversation and it was such a beautiful moment because she's one of those people that I only ever get to see when I travel either to Sydney or if she travels over to Melbourne. And so it always feels like we get these really cool, like, little stamps in life where we just get to fill each other in on everything and then we don't see each other, we don't really chat at all, and then suddenly we just give each other everything that's in our hearts and in our souls because it's such a safe and loving relationship. And I actually lived with Anna when I was in my second year of uni here in Perth. And we lived in this little house called Nonna's and it was so beautiful and wholesome. And there's this summer we had and we called it Nonna's Summer Energy. It was just one of the most wholesome, amazing summers. I remember we had this New Year's Eve party, which I actually probably have some footage from. Do you know what? I'm going to find that footage and pop it in this. But yes, I love her so much and I'm just so proud of her and her whole journey, and she is just this amazing actress, creator, director, soon to be, and writer, and is doing all of the things as an artist. And I just know that she has such an amazing journey ahead of her and that she's already on. So yeah, it's just like so special to get to connect and, you know, support each other on our little journeys. Anyway, that was just a little snippet of that. But Flashback forward to Tuesday the 26th at 2:44 a.m. Hashtag best day ever. Oh my God. Okay, so now we're continuing. This is coming towards the end of the producing session that I did with Kyle, which, by the way, we stayed up until 5 a.m. producing together. I have never seen either of us so tired in our lives. It was like we took every single cell of energy in our bodies and poured it into doing this song together. It was fucking magic. And the reason why we did that was because I had a flight that I had to leave for at 5:30 in the morning. So we did not sleep that night. Riding with Kyle is going swimmingly. Everything is peachy and fully sick, bro. See, it really suits my character right now. Fully sick, bro. We are so in sync and I just love that boy 1000% and I'm just so excited and happy right now. What a magnificent collab and creative day this has been. Nurturing this bad boy together is everything I have hoped for this song ever since I wrote it. Now, this song actually came to me about 2 years ago now. Oh my God. Every morning I'd wake up thinking about my ex. So we'd just kind of broken up. As you do, right? And so I think about him and I dream about him. And this was the first day I woke up and I did not think about him. I thought about a song. And I remember how amazing that was. I just had this tune in my head and immediately I brought out my phone and I recorded this voice memo and suddenly I was creating this song that now here I am 2 years later finally getting to produce and release.
Open your eyes and see what's already here. When the day fades, you see that it's so damn clear. What you want, you can feel right now. Breathe it in and look around and see. It's already here.
That was great. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
And it's just so special to me. And to be able to produce that with Kyle is also so special because him and I lived together many years ago in a house with 2 of our exes now. And so it's a very special time and he had lived with me whilst I was in that relationship. And so it only feels right to be able to create this masterpiece together with, you know, all of that understanding and I think love and care behind it all. Oh, okay. Now Tuesday, insert chat, going to the airport. It is currently 5:50 in the morning. Got my sun protection on, my winter coat, bum bag and shoes strapped to the bum bag because I forgot to pack them in my bag. Pretty legendary night for a full moon. We just put together It's Already Here. Oh my God, it feels so good to have done this project because it's been on my mind all year. And you know what? All it took was reaching out to my friend Kyle Charles Hall, who's my bestie, and just took bringing up in a conversation and saying, we should produce this song together. When can we do it? Great. What's a day we can do? You know what? I'll fly over to Sydney to see you so that this happens. And you know what? It was fucking brilliant. I'm about to go to Perth again from Sydney. Oh, it's chaos. It's chaos. And I got rehearsal at 10 in the morning, so I've got rehearsals in like no time. But you know what? I can't believe of course this has happened. Of course I just happened to meet like the most incredible music producer I've ever heard in my life at a musical theatre university in Perth, random. And now we just happen to be best friends. And we've lived together, been housemates and done it all. And now we're just writing music, being legends. Crazy. The song's all about literally what it says. It's already here. Like everything you want is here right now. And that's such an important message to me. Like that's literally the fucking message of life, right? It's like live for the moment, live for being present, live for here right now. And like, yeah, this is it. So we got right now. And like I was sitting in there producing with him. I was just looking at him and looking at everything. And I was like, you know what? Fucking so glad to be here right now because I'm about to leave. Me in Perth. And another amazing thing I love. This year has been literally one amazing thing after the next, and I can't believe it because you know it's not always going to be like this, and hasn't always been like this either. But maybe it has. Maybe it has always been one amazing thing after the next, and maybe I was just looking at it wrong. That's the whole point. Exactly what the song's about.
everything that's happening in your life right now is happening exactly how it needs to, and you're just on the ride. So you just gotta watch it and just watch it. Do what you want with that.
So I went straight from that flight all the way to rehearsals for the new show we were developing, which I'm doing right now. It was the best, such a fun rehearsal, but just so silly. Like, what is this life? What is this life? Anyway, this now is a chat from when I got home that night, finally back in Perth, and I was definitely another kind of delulu. So enjoy.
I'm just quickly popping in. I've got to Perth. I had a huge night. But look, we're back. We're back to like where the real-time diary started. We've got unpacking to do. Things are well and truly happening, but I just wanted to quickly jump in and say, I don't know, I was just talking with Mum and talking with one of my best friends, Ellie. Hi, Ellie. New character alert, Ellie! Anyway, I love Ellie with all my heart, and she's been away. She lives in Canberra now, which is crazy, but we had a nice call just then, really quick, but so aligned. But yeah, the rehearsals were great today. Anyway, I was just thinking in the shower, you know, oh my God, wow, like this year really is going so great, and like there's no like there's no sign of it, like it's gonna keep going great. And it's like so funny realizing that like there's an adjustment that happens when you're in this kind of like experience. And talking with Ellie, we were like, oh, she's doing really well right now, she's just like really happy and like fulfilled and content. And we were talking about how that's like, it's kind of weird. Like I think in life we're kind of taught that that's like not normal, or like we're not shown examples of people genuinely being really happy all the time. Like, and I don't know why that is. I think that's just, we're not exposed to it very much, which is like so hugely what like this is all about too. Like I really want this series, this TV show of my life, this documentary to be an example of like showing you that your life can be really good. Like you can have a really, really great life that like you're really happy with. And like, that's not to say that you won't have hard experiences, but it's like, it is what how you deal with them when they happen. Like you don't need to anticipate bad things happening. Like if they're gonna happen, they'll happen, and you'll deal with it at that time, and you'll learn from it, and it'll be cool, you know. I am interested to see like when some challenging experiences happen this year, if they happen, whatever, how will I go about it? Because I think I kind of do intend to like, hopefully, yeah, kind of just go through them with all these tools I've learned. And I think that's what I'm realizing is it's just like, when you start to do more and more good things for yourself, it is abundant, like it does multiply, and suddenly like all those things that seem so far away aren't anymore. Like I was even just thinking about like after the session yesterday with Kyle, and like all the gear I've been getting, like all this shit, you know, just got this microphone for myself, same one Kyle has. And it's like, you know, after so long of feeling like that was going to be so far away to get to this point where I had all this gear. Like I remember literally sitting on the train one day and, you know, saying to myself, no, I am committing to being a musician, like being an artist. Like I actually need to commit to that. Part of my fear was the fact that, oh, it's going to be so expensive, and like, how am I going to do this? The truth is, if you want to do it, you'll figure it out. You'll find the money will come. Eventually you get there. Did I have the money for all of this straight away? Of course not. But like, did it eventually kind of appear? Somehow. I don't know. That's it. Like, put your intentions out there. Put what you want out there. And like, honestly, you will be surprised. The universe works in fucking weird ways. And like, that's the thing for me, is it's like, yes, hustle, you know, I don't know, hustle even isn't it. It's just like, yes, do the work, put in what you need to, but also remember that like, it's like a 50-50 play with the universe. Like you'll do all this stuff, right? And then suddenly the universe will just throw an opportunity at you. And so sometimes it's all the other things that you do for free or that aren't quite directly correlated that actually tie in to the thing you're looking for. And that's what I've been finding all the time, is I'm like, oh, I just need to like keep going out there and just doing what I'm really passionate about and what feels good and what feels right. And like eventually, I mean, something's gonna happen, even if that is just that I get really fulfilled in what I'm doing. That's all that really matters. This is another thing that came up for me, is like talking with Kyle about these artists that we are and that, you know, we dream to be. And always, you know, with Kyle, I've always said, I'm like, you're a fucking star and you're going to do so many amazing things that you don't have to worry about that. But I even thought about that statement and I was like, but you're a star right now, I think is the most important thing about that. It's not even about that you're going to get there. It's like you are there right now. Like your life as this big artist won't actually look that different from your life right now. Like maybe you won't have to work this casual job or, you know, this job that you're working, whatever, but like even that job right now is like fulfilling parts of your life that you need. Like you need to go do that job right now because it's giving you different skills like that help with other things and giving you space to think. You know what I mean? Like where you are right now is it, and like you're doing it right now. You are a star right now. And maybe all that's missing is that you don't realize it. You don't realize that you are right now. And so then as soon as you realize you are right now, the pressure disappears. It's not about will you get there or will it happen. It's about it is. Like you are. It is happening. Like then there's no questions. Like I know right now that I am Amber Skates, and I know right now I'm doing the best I can by myself. I know right now I'm doing all I can. I know right now I'm learning to forgive myself. I'll just like allow myself to be. To stop giving myself all these pressures and telling myself I'm not doing enough when I'm like, Jesus. What even is enough? Even just doing one tiny thing for yourself is enough. Better than nothing. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna go talk to my mum now and put this energy into that conversation. Anyway, I love you guys. Mwah.
Wednesday the 27th at 11:47 p.m. What a magnificent week this is. Today was marvelous. I woke up with energy. Then Demi called and I ate brekkie and unpacked my suitcase whilst being the cutie pies we are. Mum popped home, I fell into a nap, I woke up and picked up everything from my shopping list. I went home, then I rehearsed, then I drove to pick up my new wig, and then I went to a rehearsal all the way on location. Truly out of this world. Life is panning out to be pretty darn delicious. What a crazy day it was. And just so you know, this show is actually on the rooftop of a car park and they've turned it into a cinema space, which has then for this show been turned into a theater space. It is crazy. Like I have never performed in such out of this world space. Like you just can't help but feel like, oh my God, I'm really doing it. Anyway, it's amazing. All right, Thursday the 28th at 11:22 p.m. Today has been a bit higgledy-piggledy. I have a very tired, low energy, and have been struggling with focusing. I've been pretty tired since flying back to Perth. I think it's just the traveling thing. So much squished into such little time. I got this. It's funny how editing this podcast always has all the answers I'm looking for. Friday the 29th at 11:35. I had a lovely day. I went to a session with Nat, Liam and Cougar where we talked about all of the MCing parts in the show that I'm doing right now. It was so fun to be able to develop this show together and see how like any little idea, no matter how silly or crazy it is welcomed. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know, I think it just gave me so much confidence in realizing that like anything you ever want to create or anything that ever was created was just an idea that popped in someone's brain. You know what I mean? Like even all these ideas right now in this episode will get refined as I edit and cut. But the root of everything, the root of any creative idea is simply just the idea, you know, and the best way to come up with those ideas is to be free of judgment and just let yourself flow. So I don't know, I think it's pretty cool when you kind of realize that that's how simple it all is. Everything is more simple than we realize. It's pretty cool to see there's zero room for perfection. It's simply creation and make it work energy. There's no time for anything else. It just works so well with my brain. I really am thanking my lucky stars to work on this show. How fucking cool it is just to be able to be me. And that is exactly what they want. Life is so mysterious like that. You can piece it together so much, yes, but also sometimes things just come out of pure luck. Right place, right time, right idea, right people. It's how you collaborate with luck that makes all the difference. Oh, I love this. Okay, I wrote this little metaphor of why I think this connection and collaboration with Kyle works so well is because it's propelled by this pendulum, okay? And the pendulum has two things going on. On one side of the pendulum, you've got all of the love, all of the care, all of the connection, all the memories, all of the things we've gone through together. And then on the other side of the pendulum, you've got the music and the creation and the work. And why I think that works so well is because you're not always in one of those energies. Like, we fluctuate in time and space. And I think when you can find relationships that allow you to be a bit of both, they are such cool relationships, because I think they keep propelling themselves. They're also big relationships to manage for sure, but they're so darn fulfilling. I felt that tonight watching the documentary The Greatest Night in Pop, that showcased these artists so completely surrendered to the magnificence of their artistry. What a fucking amazing feeling that is to embody and resonate so deeply with. The documentary was so inspiring but also validating, because even as huge as those names are, I felt so connected. Those are my people. Life is funny. It really is. I drove to the beach today and I sat in the sand. I took my shoes off and I put my feet and I dug them into the sand. Little crabs scurried around me. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so many. I found my way to the top of a dune and wow, I thought, I have nowhere I need to be. I can just sit here as long as I want and be completely connected. I'm so happy. Did I say that? Well, good. I thought you should know. Yeah, it's pretty cool right now being able to have this time to just be. It hasn't always been that way, obviously, but I think I am just so grateful. And that's why I am practicing so much gratitude right now, because this is everything I've wanted and it's easy to miss. Even when you're in the best moments of your life, you can miss them if you aren't careful about it. And so, yeah, that's why I'm so glad this is all happening right now. All right, Sunday the 31st at 3:45 p.m. Hi there! My brain's a bit funny today. I've been super tired this past week and have found it difficult to manage myself around it. I'm starting to feel like it may be time to get an ADHD diagnosis, because strategies are starting to dwindle in areas, which is leading me to lose a bit of trust. Don't get me wrong, there's no major issues right now, and I am aware that I just need rest after what has been an insane year so far, and obviously week. Amber, hello. So funny reading this now. It's like, obviously you were just tired from that flight at the start of the week. But I really want to knuckle down more in supporting myself with what my brain needs, and I think this is the next step. Specifically within my self-managed days, they never turn out quite how I imagine, which leads to a bit of self-negotiation that often leaves me battling with self-guilt. Not to mention the pestering ponders of love that are in the back of my mind. Hey Amber, did you forget about love? Come on, it's surely been long enough now. Remember everyone who you've ever found cute? What about them? What about the millions of lives that you could possibly live? Right here, I'm talking about I am a single girl, okay? And I am definitely loving it right now. It works so well for me in my life. But I still, obviously I'm a human. And love is a thing that obviously I crave in my life. And I think it has come up a bit more to the surface recently in time of looking for love. But do you know what? All is well. All is well. And we are figuring it out. I clocked this yesterday. And what was it I clocked exactly? Past and future thinking. How do we solve it? By being and doing now. I'm listening to some great music right now, and you can't hear it, but it's in my head. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Do you know what I'm making? I'm making the next real-time diary right now. Anyway, I'm sitting on the floor of my mom's craft room. How sweet. Which actually used to be my bedroom. It's been like a month and a half since I was last here, and I was talking to mum about it before, like where is home, and it's like, well, home is kind of everywhere right now. Like, there's not really one place I'd say is home anymore, because this obviously feels like home, but I know it's not like my permanent home. Like, my home, I guess, is Melbourne, and that does feel right, because that's where all my things are, that's where my life is, that's where like my regularity is. But then what's regular? Because I've only been there for like 3 weeks really in total this year, which is crazy to me. How else am I going? How's my love life? My love life is not really happening, but I just feel like all of my friendships have really just deepened so much. Once again, I'm like so in love with all of my friends, which is like the nicest thing in the world. I don't know, I've always been such a romantic. I'm a very romantic girl. But, I've been so
on my own journey now for quite a while, and I definitely have noticed myself kind of like protecting my energy, and really it's like I can't afford to give my energy away to someone who, I don't know, I think when it comes to like dating, either it's gonna be casual or it's gonna be someone who like is going to encourage me creatively and like inspire me and lift me up, but also give me like safety and, you know, hold the space for my cozy self, because she's really there and she's very real. And I think that safety is super important in being, and it's something I do miss. Like, I don't know, when I think about everything in my life, like I'm so happy and so satisfied right now, but like, you know, I obviously do think about love and wanting love, and I don't know what I need, I don't know what I want, but I do know that I will never settle. Oh gosh, this is so interesting making this new journal. It's like, what kind of revelations are going to happen in this journal? What am I going to discover?
All right, now, final entries. Sunday the 31st at 4:17 p.m. So I do life modeling, and I did a life modeling session. And it's an amazing life modeling session for this art exhibition that's coming up. And what the task was to come up with an intention myself, and the artist came up with an intention themselves. And we're going to see, once it all happens, what both our intentions were and what people perceive, which I think is so cool, right? And so my intentions were release and alignment. And shh, don't let anyone know. Now I'll insert a little vlog sitting at my desk. Ding!
I'm in a good mood! Which is funny because pretty sure I just wrote in the journal and I wasn't that much of a good mood. And you know when you really think you're in it and you're like, oh, this is just my life now. I'm just a sad person now. And then suddenly you give yourself a couple of hours. Nope. Wrong. Nope. Incorrect. I feel really good right now. Multiple reasons. Most prominent reason for my energy shift right now is I just had a really cool message from my bestie Jessica, who is watching the Real Time Diaries, and she just gets me in a sweet way. When I talk to her, I remember that I'm just a sweet little fairy. I'm just a sweet little fairy. Another reason why is because I had a life modeling session today and it was really good. I do life modeling for artists, and I've done it for years now, like maybe 5 years now. It's such a thing in my life, and whenever I do it, it's so funny because I always kind of like forget that I do it, and then I remember again. I'm like, oh, I just model for people, and my body is art, and it's really amazing, and it's such a special experience because for me it just like really reconnects me to that part of myself and showing myself that that energy can exist. It's very pure. I wasn't feeling so good before. Yeah, I was just feeling disconnected. I was feeling a bit lost. I was feeling my ADHD taking over me, and I was just feeling like not quite aligned with myself. Also, my hair was kind of actually I need to show you guys. Ready? Gotta see it. Look at that. I've never, in all the years that I have been doing my own hair, I've never had that happen before. Thankfully enough, like it's really not noticeable. Like it's fine. But like I was waiting for my hair to dry and I just felt so like I didn't feel very pretty. I felt really like I just didn't feel cute, and it wasn't great. It wasn't a great feeling. I think as much as you guys see me in like lots of different states, you guys see me with full makeup looks and you see me completely disheveled, you see all parts of myself, but you know, I think obviously aesthetic is important to me. It's just like part of my expression, and I was feeling a little bit detached because of that as well. And But you know what I did? It was a multitude of different things. I cleaned up my whole space. So like I put all this stuff into this box on my desk, which like just made everything seem a lot more organized, and I just like put everything away. And then I had the modeling session, and that finished, it made me feel really beautiful. I do feel really good, and I feel really connected to myself. And once again, I'm just grateful for everyone in my life and all the people who support me. And like, you know, I couldn't do this without everyone having my back. So yeah, thank you everyone for listening. And like, I also just want to say, like, I don't know, I've been getting some messages from people now and comments and stuff on this series, and it's really, really beautiful. Like it's really moving hearing what you guys have to say, and like how it's moving you guys, because like that's it. That's like there's a few reasons why I'm doing this. Number one is genuinely like my soul expression. Like it's just what I must do. It's to inspire myself, therefore inspire you. It's a conversation, and all I want is for you guys to be able to take a little piece of the magic I'm finding, because I know that this magic is so abundant, and I know the revelations and the ideas that I'm having are so massive, because I can't even capture them into words how huge they are. And all I want to do is share this with you guys. Like it literally gives me like goosebumps when I talk about this stuff, when I think about it, because I'm like, I just know how magic this is. Like I don't think this is by accident. I think this is so purposeful, and I think this whole series is so purposeful. And like, I know that I'm so deeply proud of everything I'm putting out right now, like everything. And I know hardly anyone is seeing it, not hardly anyone. I know that the numbers are not nearly reflective of how huge I feel this is. And the thing is I don't think that's for any unjust reason. I think it's simply because I've just got to keep going, and I've got to keep growing this and keep making it better and better. And I know that the people who are meant to hear this will hear this, and that's all that matters to me. And I'm just grateful it's out there now, because it exists forever now. You know, this is now its own breathing organism, and this moment right now is not just for me anymore, it's for everyone. This is for everyone. Thanks for listening. I love you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. That was... I hope you guys enjoyed this more fun hosting version of the podcast. We'll see if we do it again. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you found it fun, and let me know what you think of my new identity. Because I'm so different now. I've changed. No, girl, you know what? I haven't changed, because guess what? This bitch is still here. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. It was so special to be able to share all these moments in my life with you guys, and I hope you learned a lot from it. I am having the best time creating this, and I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who are commenting below. It means the world, and as you know, I'm really enjoying everything you guys have to say. It means so much, and I hope you guys have the most amazing, magnificent week ahead, and I hope you learn a lot. Now, if you did enjoy this, make sure to share it with your friends, comment below, like, subscribe, do all of the things, because it is you guys that really help make this possible and make this flourish into whatever it is going to be. Goodbye. Yeah.